Magandang araw po sa ating lahat. Ako nga pala si Kevin Klein P. Tabangkura from BS Criminology 3 at ang aking mga kasama si Calvin Klein Carlos, si John Ryan Kawilan at si Mia Romalyn Morales. Kaming lahat ay nag-aaral sa St. Mary's University. So, ang topic namin ay ang Ibanag people. Ibanag is also known as Ibanag or Ibanak. The word Ibanag derives from the prefix y, which may refer to native, resident, or people of, and Banag, which means river. The Ibanags are an ethno-linguistic minority numbering a little more than 500,000 people, who inhabits in the province of Cagayan, Isabela, and Nueva Vizcaya. They are one of the largest ethno-linguistic minorities in the Philippines. Ibanags speak the same language under the same name. However, due to the Philippine government's attempt at displacing minority languages and imposing Filipino as a lingua franca, the use of Ibanag language has now diminished but remains strong with Ibanags living overseas. Thus, while there are still Ibanags around, the language is slowly being displaced. In addition to this, many if not most Ibanags speak Ilocano, which has over the years supplanted Ibanag as the more dominant language in the region.
The Ibanag language, also Ibanag, is spoken by about 500,000 speakers in two of the northeasternmost provinces of the Philippines, Isabela and Cagayan, especially in Tuguegarao City, Solana, Cabagan, San Pablo Isabela, Tumawini Isabela, Santa Maria Isabela, Santo Tomas Isabela, Ilagan City, Gamu, Nagilian, and Reina Mercedes. These are also several speakers of the Ibanag language in Abulug, Apari, Kamalanwigan, Dalo, and Tuaw. Most of the speakers can speak Ilocano, the lingua franca of the northern Luzon. As well, Ibanag is derived from Banag, means river. It is closely related to Gaddang, Tawis, Agta, Atta, Yogad, Sneg, and Malawig.
The politics of Ibanag. The early Cagayanes lived in villages governed by an Urayan who holds executive powers, an Ukom or judge, and Kamaranan who made policies and regulations of the community.
The Ibanag livelihood. The Ibanags are lowland farmers that used to inhabit the area along Cagayan coast, but migrated further inland. They conducted trade with neighboring areas using distinctive sea crafts, and their commercial interests made their language the medium of commerce throughout the region before the influx of Ilocano migrants. There are also excellent blacksmiths, and they continue to make good bolos, and they engage in fishing and farming.
History. The Ibanag originated in the region around the mouth of the Cagayan River and is dispersed southward within the last 200 years, influencing the groups like the Itawis, Isinay, and Gaddang.
Marriage, community, and family of Ibanag. The Ibanags are clannish. In a barrio, each one is a relative of someone. Marriage customs, moreover, have been made simple to a certain degree. Wedding expenses are shouldered by both the bride and groom, unlike before that only the groom's parents take over all the expenses. Preparation need not be extravagant, but the imyungka, presents, dowry, and magintarga are still part of the tradition. Another Ibanag custom is placing a great value on children which considered a gift from God. Couples without children are deemed unlucky and are believed to be punished. In this relation, many beliefs and rituals of Ibanag are associated with conception. One is a ritual to free an expectant mother from sickness. It uses a lutong, a wooden container from a bark of a tree. A small piece is taken from it, pulverized, burned, and mixed with a coffee. Then, this will be served to the woman on a full moon with chanting of prayers.
Characteristics. The Ibanags are the most assimilable, adaptable among groups of Filipinos. They are easily influenced by people around them, and is evident in their taste of food, clothing, and language. The Ibanags are reputed to be the tallest of all the ethno-linguistic groups in the Philippines and often distinguish themselves by the color of their elbows. Kunusi kang ngisi na sikum, meaning, how dark is your elbow? In Tagalog, gaano kaitim yung siko mo? Oftentimes, it is joked upon by Ibanags that their elbows tend to be of darker complexion than the rest of Filipinos. In addition to this, Ibanag tend to be the taller in stock and have a peculiar height on the bridge of their nose.
The literature of Ibanag. Ibanag folk literature, like any other literature, is the expression of Cagayanos' emotions and have spread to some parts of northern Luzon. In a span of around 500 years, the Ibanag literary, balladeer, and minstrel and rural folks and countryside mystics have composed and handed down a great number of folk literature promoting love, peace, justice, honesty, unity, morality, reconciliation, and lifestyle improvement because of the diversiveness and vices everyday conflicts can bring to a person. Their literature is didactic, moralistic, predominantly sentimental, romantic, socialistic, comic, and spiritual. Their poetry, on the other hand, is mostly sung, which explains how it was handed down to the present. By way of oral tradition, they are also fond of making proverbs or the yunoni and riddles or the palabun.
There are a lot of delicious delicacies of Ibanag people just like pancit badel patong that composed of noodles with a lot of toppings like chicharon, meat, and vegetables and topped with poached egg, chicharabaw, binalay, a thick sweet rice or malagkit for dessert, and a lot more. This is what we Ibanags call binalay. Banana wrap sticky rice with caramelized coconut milk reduction. So si Jan Ryan Kabilan, taga Gamu Isabelaga, yung mag-eskwela ta St. Mary's University, Bayongbong, Nueva Vizcaya. Si Yama na si Mama, Ibanag, yaya to no mabirida kami to weta balay, Ibanag iusam nga lingwahe mi. Yung no karuan, magilokano kami, ano Tagalog kunari. Eta mabalo talaga mga amin. In Tagalog, salamat sa inyong lahat. God bless.